The Indiana Pacers, they're on a 5-game winning streak, season high for them. They took out the Knicks rather easily tonight, 123-109. Here's what Paul George credits for the win streak.
We just gelled. We came together. I think we're at that point in the season where we weren't figuring each other out. We didn't know each other's game. I think now we know each other's game. We know who needs the ball, who should have the ball, where the ball should go, and everybody is trusting one another on that offensive end.
Just a week ago, Tim, it was a whole different story. Before the streak, PG-13, he was looking for a different ingredient. Listen to this.
Were you not having fun before? I mean, recently, has it not been a fun season for you?
It hasn't been. You know, it hasn't been. I've been trying to work through it. It's been one of the most frustrating seasons I've been a part of. And, you know, if I don't approach it to be myself, to enjoy the process, to enjoy the grind, you know, it's on the only, you know, show on the court, but more so it's going to show in the locker room. So, you know, this is our work environment, and you know, everybody's going to enjoy coming to work.
My, Tim, what a different tune from Paul George. 1 week ago said this is one of the most frustrating seasons, but now they're gelling. Can you try to identify why the Pacers have had so much success with the 5 straight victories?
Well, I think the guys have started to figure out their roles. You know, in the last 3 games that they've won, they've scored over 120 points, and this is what they preached, that they were going to play fast, that they were going to be explosive, that they were going to score points. Problem is, on the road, when you're not making shots, you got to get some stops. So I don't think so much it's about the offense, which has been well documented. I actually think it's about the defense.
Okay.
And that comes down to energy, that comes down to effort. But it also comes down to guys understanding their roles. And when you bring in a new coach, when you bring in a new point guard like you do with Jeff Teague, everyone's just trying to feel themselves out. And I would put them up before this win streak as one of the bigger disappointments in the entire NBA, along with the Trailblazers, along with the Warriors, along with maybe the Knicks or the Bulls, 2 teams that had higher aspirations. But the Pacers were a team I thought could be a top 5 team in the East.
Okay.
And they weren't guarding anybody. They weren't making shots, obviously playing with no confidence. But the beauty about sports, it clicked.
Yeah.
And now it's clicking at a very high level. They're playing with a lot of confidence, and they're just flat out outscoring teams. This is the best they've played all year long.
I wonder if this streak could extend to 9 straight when you look at their next 4 at Denver, home versus New Orleans, at Sacramento, and the Lakers. Seems like they should be able to handle those 4 as well.
Yeah, and you got to think, like, with Atlanta and, you know, moving Corver, that they're not going to be real contenders. You know, are they better than Charlotte? I think that's a solid bar right now. And then you got to get to that bar, and then you start looking up at the Bostons, the Torontos, the Clevelands of the world. They played some great series against LeBron in the past. Right now, just building blocks, but going in the right direction.
This is what we expected from Indiana at the beginning of the season. Right now, it seems like they have hit their stride.